Well, boy, we'll finish off now with Foster. Fostering Foster. Archie, a while ago, I asked Venture Credit Union some questions, Hayden Ferreira, involving MTS, government contracts, taxpayers' dollars, and one Foster Cummins. And it looks like Mark Bassant has woken up from a CNC3 slumber as he left there, and he come now and he's back on track because the Express, Foster's fortune, Foster's the luckiest man in the world. And what does Rowley do? He put the hen to guard the hen house and, oh no, it's not the hen, it's the cock. Oh, Rowley would know, ask Budit. Archie, run that. Foster. Well, MTS was asked some questions, Foster. Yes, where Rowley right on your big belly, and you and Rowley sharing bundles, bundles and bundles. Now it's bundles of problems, bundles of checks, bundles of dollars. Foster, the story get worse for you, Foster, because MTS, after Jayanti Lakshmidhyal bust that, the Express went to MTS. The National Maintenance, Training and Security Company, MTS, has confirmed that 1.8 million was paid to Venture Credit Union for works done by a private company whose director is the wife of a senior government official. MTS said it made the check payable to Venture Credit Union at the request of the private company. Well, MTS, you have a lot of questions to answer also. Jackie Lazarus, Miss PNM Rowley, campaign manager, best friend, and other things. Really? That's how it works? A contractor could ask you to make a payment to something other than the contracted company? Really? With taxpayers' dollars? That's how it works? Jackie Lazarus, MTS board? What happened on August 10th, 2020? Was there an election? And MTS, Jackie Lazarus, Rowley appointed chairperson of MTS, is saying that they're paying 1.8 million to this fella wife company that had a contract to do work, and they didn't pay it to the company that was contracted who won the tender or however they get the work, but they paid it to the Venture Credit Union based on a request by this man's wife. So she say, don't pay to my company that is doing the work. Pay it to Venture Credit Union. Well, let's go on and see what else. Questioned on whether MTS was aware that the Venture Credit Union account is the personal account of the government official, MTS said it made payment to the financial institution requested by the company. The check was made in the name of Venture Credit Union and not to a personal account, and MTS was not aware that any payment was made to a personal account. Well, here's some other problems. Venture Credit Union, y'all have some explaining to do, because financial rules are very serious. I wonder who is the chairman of Venture Credit Union. Actually put him up there because this man, what's his name? Hayden Ferreira? Hayden Ferreira? Let me turn to you, Hayden Ferreira. This is Douglas. My name is Anil Roberts. How are you, sir? Are you the chairman of Venture Credit Union? How was it possible that Venture Credit Union received a payment from a government agency, MTS, having done no work, or Venture Credit Union is not a client, or there's no savings or any loan payments from MTS? What is Venture Credit Union doing accepting a payment for which they have no idea or concept of what, or not involved contractually in any way, sir? Secondly, when Venture Credit Union got this money, Where was it deposited, and was it deposited into the account of a now senior government official and minister? And how was that done? What were the source of funds paid? Because a senator, and I'm a senator and a former minister, is called a publicly exposed person, and we have to do many forms and fill out source of funds, especially for large amounts like $1.8 million. What were the processes that were implemented by you at Venture Credit Union to check this against money laundering, corruption, bribery, and so on? The laws of Trinidad and Tobago meant to protect the people and the taxpayers' money. Is it the normal process for Venture Credit Union to accept checks on behalf of companies and just put it into personal accounts? Is that what you would consider good banking practice? Would someone else be able to say that possibly that could be considered money laundering based on the information that we have? We need a statement from you, sir, Mr. Hayden Ferreira. Please explain. And after you explain, I think your resignation and the board resignation and all the other depositors of Venture Credit Union will await your resignation. You cannot be serious. Leave him there, no? Hayden Ferreira, you have some questions to answer. That was about a year and 4 months ago. And now we see the Express, Sunday 30th April, and a few days, the Wednesday and so on, coming out. And let me tell you some of the projects and the work that Foster Cummings got. Let's see if it's private work by Archie Atlantic Studios, if it is by Rituals, Tabilla Rituals, or Pizza Boys, or if we get a Massey contract. Let's see if it's private business. The projects that were there, the construction of Castara Fishing Facility, PNM Government, Milford Court, PNM Government, Pigeon Point Fishing Facility, PNM Government, Scarborough Secondary School, PNM Government, Lansforney Methodist Primary School, PNM Government, Housing Development Corporation Contracts, PNM Government, Garbage Collection, PNM Government, Grass Cutting, PNM Government, in Edinburgh, Chaguanas. Now this is very interesting because Foster's credit rating by Venture Credit Union was 365, okay, from the international agency. This was from the Vantage Score, okay, credit score ranges. 365. Let's go plug that into there. Very poor is 300 to 600. I think 365, therefore, fits into very poor credit rating. Now, Venture Credit Union is approving a human being who is in the very poor rating for a loan that is 5 times above their maximum limit. For the man here have a 850, you know. The man in the very poor credit rating, and they're going to find a way to approve this PNM senator. Right? This man have plenty things to answer for, he and the board. But they go in and approve a PNM senator with a very poor rating for a loan. The maximum is 3 million. Then go in and approve him for 14.5 million. Now hear this part. And this is where police boy blue have to come in. In concluding the commercial loan analysis, so they're doing a loan analysis to see if to approve this red failure here, this red failure over here. At least the color here, the color correct. Red failure, very poor rating for a loan 5 times the size of the maximum. In concluding the commercial loan analysis, credit manager Valine Jack. Now Valine Jack, may God bless you, because police boy blue. Valine Jack said, she pointed out the probability, one of the strengths of this weak PNM senator getting a loan, credit union loan, one of the strengths, listen very carefully, typing a report, you know, an analysis. There's evidence. There's nothing here saying in the wind there. The probability of contract extension was high as the member was a senator with the current administration. Valin Jack, you write that in a report? So you writing in that nepotism, corruption is normal in your analysis for loan, that it is obvious, it is high probability that because he's a PNM senator, he will get a PNM contract extension. So you approve corruption in your loan analysis? So it's not that people tender and everybody by the Constitution has an equal right to try to tender for contracts, and you have a proper process and tendering committee and so on, and nobody could influence the process and who gets it. You write out all of that, and you write on your report that because he's a PNM, he bound to get more contract. Valin Jack, something is wrong with you. And when you type up that report, it didn't seem weird. It didn't seem wrong that you are saying that in order to qualify for a loan in venture credit union, you have to be corrupt. That a PNM senator is there, and therefore, never mind his 365 low rating, like Rowley Horny Goatweed. Regardless of that he who going to give him a loan 5 times above the maximum because he's a PNM senator, and the likelihood of contracts being extended and awarded to a PNM senator is high. So corruption is high in the PNM. Give him money. Amazing, you know.